We are entering into the holiday season and our homes are about to be filled with delicious smells as families gather to celebrate God's goodness and blessings. But today I have one question for you. Is your cupboard full? You see, I have served the Church of God for 13 years down here at our seminary in Ecuador. I've had the privilege of teaching and training hundreds of our pastors and church planters at our beautiful campus through the years. Their passion and zeal always amazes and it inspires me. A couple of weeks ago, my world was rocked to the core. I was able to visit many of these pastors' homes to install water filtration systems. But I was not prepared for what I was to encounter when I arrived. The first home that we entered was a simple concrete building, and the elderly pastor, he lived there with his children and grandchildren. I recognized his face from church meetings and from even my classes. And while in his home, I noticed his humble kitchen, and on the counter there was a bowl with some fresh carrots and herbs. Leaning against the wall was a wooden pallet with the main support strut exposed, and this kind of made a shelf. And this little makeshift shelf, there was just a small bag of beans and a small bag of rice, enough to fit in the palm of your hand. And immediately I became overwhelmed that this pantry, this old wooden pallet leaned against the wall holding some beans and rice, was what this pastor was going to feed his family that day with. And as I stood there, tears just streamed down my face as I thought about how I had taught this pastor about evangelism and discipleship through the years, but he didn't even have adequate food and water for his family. Well, each Christmas we serve thousands of children here in Ecuador, and this year we want to bless these pastors and their families also. We have the names and ages of each child living in the homes of 300 Ecuadorian pastors. We can bless these children with new toys and candy. We can also bless each home with a large food basket that will provide about a month's worth of the staple products like beans and rice and flour and sugar. We want to bless these precious, humble servants of God and let them know that someone out there sees their sacrifice and cares enough to share God's love and blessings with them in a practical and tangible way. Every $50 that you give will help us give Christmas to a pastor family. And as we enter this holiday season and thank God for His abundant blessings, please consider sharing and give Christmas food and gifts to another pastor and his family. May God continue to bless you and yours.